for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking a sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds contempt.
It breeds contempt. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with a loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. So expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Tua looking to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Dolphins.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Tua off the play fake. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Running with Achane here out of the gun. On the move, past the 40. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Short pass brought in. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Running it after the penalty. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Tua out of the pistol. On the move. Tagovailoa's hits. The ball is out. And no turnover here, but a massive loss on that play as he recovers his own fumble. Now that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Here's a screen for Achane. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings at Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, he cares less about the
right over here. We've got a loose ball. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Allen on 3rd down. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Dolphins send running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. Rocked by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Tua setting up to throw. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Finds his back. Achane. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. This drive moving.
Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dorian Williams makes the play. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. He had to put some air under that one to try to drop it in, but that worked to the defense's favor as they get there and pick it up.
It is such a fine line in this league when you put air and touch on the ball. It is why these QBs around the league do the drill, whether it's on Fridays, day before a game, Saturday, walk through. They always drop the ball in the bucket, right? They bring the garbage cans out. They want to drop the ball in the bucket to just gain that touch. but it also gives those defenders with that air a chance to make a play on the ball as they just did.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route gate at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Dolphins' 42-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. And 3rd and short.
And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. First says, man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throw is caught, and they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the six.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he stopped as we get closer to our 1st point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get him. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. That's a situation where you got to know on 1st down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find it.
And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. So our 1st score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So nice job to get that 1st score and take early control of this game.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins, nothing.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And things have gone from bad to worse in their 2 drives. Hopefully the 3rd time's the charm for them. They find some success. First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. He powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
2 out from the gun. It's his running back. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Ooh, the cookie. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now Allen. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. 2nd down. Allen throwing again. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. It's an early lead for the Bills. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at first down here. Back to throw, Tua. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Throwing again here on second. Tagovailoa. This one's taken in by Hill. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up here with Achan. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's finally caught after a big 3rd down game, but was one of his teammates caught by an official. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Achan, a first down carry. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. They'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Now Tua to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that first down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag. The game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Tua looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these out cuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's on the quick hitter. And he's going to be
brought down at the 28-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Allen on 3rd and short. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Well, it's 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Now design run. It's Allen. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On the sneak, it's Allen. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
This is Cook on the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Allen going to the air. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
He's got it over the middle. And he's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the first down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but across the line there, that earns the holding penalty. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Tagovailoa. And this one too far in front of him, it's incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. So they get dings for the holding. You gotta wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Taron Johnson has it. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Another one for Cook. And instead of pushing for the line, look at that, he's pushed backwards to the 5. I think they might have taken that 1st down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
Pearson on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
He fields it from the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. And that play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Here we go, 2nd down.
All right, come on.
Here's Tua. Here's a screen for A-Chain. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Screen here. It's Gordon. And they stop him before he can reach that marker. And now we've got a penalty flag out, too.
Holding offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. The Bills set to take over offensively. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
It's an excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Bills with the lead here at Highmark. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuff in the run.
Throwing the out route complete. Decent game here, but short of the first.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz when he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He's out of bounds as there's a flag down. This one should be on the defender who jumped early. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty.
That penalty is declined.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Go! 19!
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Nearly a big play by the safety, and I guess you could still say it was, but it benefits the offense as he gets called for roughing the passer. This drive just keeps on moving after the penalty resets that marker. First down throw for Allen. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Back to the air, Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
What's that?
Allen on 3rd down. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. We've got a 4th down decision to make.
Kevin McPherson on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense returning to the field a final time before the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Tagovailoa on 1st down. It's caught left side by Hill. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Tua off the play fake. Stopped by Westbrook-Akine. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Achane to the right. Escapes the defender. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. They'll stick with the ground game here. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
He's drawn up for him. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
Our trip through the NFL starts now. At Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, we find the Falcons at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And it's the veteran Mark Andrews. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 58 yards for the score. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Ravens with a 2-touchdown lead. 21-7 the score at the half. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's Bryce Young hooking up with his receiver, Xavier Legette. 19 yards for the touchdown. The Panthers have the lead in a game where both teams come in on losing streaks, so someone's got to get out of here with a victory. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting second right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. This is Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Air it out on 3rd. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. So out now comes the punter. Brady Mann will kick it away. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Achane from the pistol. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd down carry for Achane. They find space for a few yards that time. All down there by Dion Walker. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throw here, 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that makes it 4th down. On now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. On 1st down, Allen. And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what...
Oh, Allen loses it! And it looks like the Dolphins have it.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack and that play was a masterpiece.
Miami set to take over once again on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead.
All right, come on. All right, go ahead, go.
It's Achane on the inside give. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
gun. Tagovailoa flushed out of the pocket. He's in trouble now, and the ball is out. And this is scooped up by the Bills. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. It's the 10. And they're going to take over with a first and goal here. Cover the fumble, and now a great chance to make their opponents pay. Well, I love that. There was no thought of just covering it up, was there? He just grabbed it, instantly got his eyes upfield, and was looking for where to return it.
Now, I think you could hear what I could hear, Kate. What we hear on a practice field, scoop and score, scoop and score. They work on it, they rep it, they teach it.
Just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. He dodged the turnover, but still third and pretty long. They've got to figure out.
Get right here. Ready.
Here he goes, third and long. Finds his back, H.M. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Sanders sends it through. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
It's kind of a weird feeling, right? You know that you capitalized on the turnover and you technically scored points, but when you look up at that scoreboard, you had to do more with that takeaway.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Here's Cook. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front run. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
To the air on third and long. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at fourth and long. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10.
Ready, team!
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth cake down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And they're going to be on the edge of field goal range to start after that interception. Throwing now on first down, Allen. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line. What's up?
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, it's not. And he's going going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. And up to Cook here out of his own read. He's not able to escape. His own read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This one from 42 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Buying some time right. He's running with it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But then that's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That one gains 7. And that is the Dolphins' first down. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them.
First down.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Blitz coming, Tua. Setting up the running back screen. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Tua now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Complete over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Okay, when you got a quarterback like this that is comfortable rolling to his right or to his left, it is so hard to defend. It's like an elite pitcher that commands both sides of the plate. Just really hard to stop them, contain them when they've got that versatility.
So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Their punter making his way out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Here's a give to Cook. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Catches me. That's the rookie out of North Carolina. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
319!
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophical, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
He'll have his fair catch right along the 25. Miami offense headed out there now. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Now they'll hand it off to A-Chain. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
And it's 3rd down.
22!
Tua out of the pistol. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Bills set to take over offensively. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt.
Big gain downfield. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
It's a gain of 53 yards. And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Right back to Shakir. This is caught. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Bills 1st down.
So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our 3rd quarter. The Bills hold both the football and the solid lead here as they try to close this out.
Monday!
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal. Now from the pistol to Cook. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger.
Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills have likely locked up the win right there. It's a James Cook touchdown, his second scoring catch of the game. As they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Allen looking to throw this. And that one's gone. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the fourth.
Dolphins 3.
Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for two.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a two-point conversion.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That's Hill on the slant. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And with that last throw, a memorable one for him because it gets him to the 3,000-yard plateau for the year. It's a mark every quarterback tries and honestly expects to hit over the course of a regular season.
And the Dolphins first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Tagovailoa on 1st down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Tagovailoa back to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And this one is launched downfield. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. He's going to try another deep one here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The Bills who come away with the win. And they take not just the victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Bills, as we say so long from Buffalo.